Hey guys, today Raid Shadow Legends released new update titled 5.10 brought us the Chaos Orb and 3 champion rebalances. Can we get these more like 3 to 5 a month instead of like twice a year, please? First, Blood Gorged, we got him 8 speed. Will it make him useful? More than what he was before, but I don't know. I'm going to end up building it at some point. I got other champions to work on. This guy here, I do plan. Husk, they coming up next. So, Rhodos, the Lost Groom, if he wasn't already good enough. Now, it does decrease the max HP of bosses. This should allow him to just completely solo Scarab. Put him in a blood shield and some lifesteal, and he's got your back. So, next up, Skull-lord Var-gall. This got dropped by a turn. Don't think it's a big deal. So, this also decreases the enemy max HP of bosses now. He's going to be my main event here. I like this guy. I've used him for a long time in arena defense. So I rebuilt him this morning to do what I'm going to do now, so he's not in the same type of build. But we are looking at 66k HP. This can be lower. All of these stats that I've picked out probably can be a lot lower. Alright, defense 4200, 260 speed. My suggestion, probably 240, maybe less. Just make sure he's going at least once per Scarab go, and you're probably good. 100 crit rate. He doesn't need it. Doubtful, but any damage helps, right? The resistance is not going to be needed. I just happen to have a good speed roll on a resistance banner, and I'm not rolling any extra banners for defense or anything to boost that, so not that big of a deal. So he's going to stick with the resistance banner for now. Accuracy doesn't matter. His heal reduction does not have to land for him to do multiple hits, and he's not even going to use his attack down on the fight. Gear wise, again, blood shield. You're going to need it. This is how any champion that is going to solo this boss that doesn't have a self shielding is going to use. So if you're having problems with Scarab, you have a lizard, blood shield ring, amulet, or banner, and you got this guy. You got decent regen gear. You can solo this boss. So gear wise, it's all speed and HP, speed and defense, speed and defense. We got crit rate gloves to get the crit rate up. I don't think it's a big deal, but I went with it anyway. Here we go, defense, chest, speed, speed boots, get the speed up. I said the banner here, set up 24 speed. So this is how I got him built out right now. Masteries. Offense and defense, offense and support. For this style of build, I would definitely go for a Giant Slayer. So getting that extra damage off of his A1. And the reason that I chose Giant Slayer over War Master, even though it's a 2-hit, is it can proc multiple hits. So he will repeat this skill, has a 30% chance to repeat, and he will keep trying to repeat it. So a lot of times that happens. So similar to Fushan, just not nearly as good. He doesn't hit nearly as hard. But yeah, give him Giant Slayer, you're probably good. Let's do it. Main event here. I'm taking Fushan in lead. I'm basically bringing these two to deal with the waves. Okay. So that's their thing. Set this up because this ability doesn't do any damage. The boss can steal the strengthen which makes you do less damage, and you don't even need the strengthen buff. So turn that off. He's not even going to cast his skill. So it's all A1. Alright, let's go. Fushan will die on the first wave trying to kill him. Trunda will finish him off. And then Trunda kills the second wave. And now Trunda will die. And it's the Lord versus the Crab. Look at that shield. Destroy set, eat your heart out. Who needs that shit anymore? So the fact that he can solo this doesn't mean you have to use him to solo it. If you have a team and you're having a difficulty doing this, but you can pull off the shields on other people, put them in there with him. Let him be your destroy set. Give him one spot. Then you build your champions the way you want them built, and he will handle the shield for you. Look at all the May 1 procs. Just go into town. Shield's gone in 1 minute. This dude is absolute nuts. Just going for it. So getting them extra Giant Slayer procs. There we go. Getting some hits in there. So Lord of the Lizard versus the King of Crabs, guys. Let's do it. We got this. So I've had this guy 60 quite a long time. I used him over a year ago for Arena. I still do in 3v3. He's part of some of my Go Second teams. Sometimes I have him in, sometimes I use other champions. He's, in my opinion, a really good Guardian set champion because of his just insane base stats. He can take a hit, so he can sit there and take that damage that your team is and absorb it, allowing you to live. I run him with Candrafon, which we know is just an insane nuker when in Go Second teams. Candy goes Veil. When they boost, they will immediately nuke, but they can't kill Candy through the protection someone like Skull-lord is providing. And because they have a difficult time to also kill Skull-lord, because of his stats, Candy stays veiled for a bit, and they can't even directly target him, making him just an absolute nuisance. So, yeah. He's not a great champion. He's not on the level of Krisk. He's not on the level of Lusuga. But if you're like me, you don't have them champions, and you need somebody to protect that team. This isn't a bad option. Similar to like Harvest Jack. Harvest Jack's a decent option too. He can fear the team. The biggest difference there is Skull-lord is strong affinity against the best nukers in the game, whereas Skull-lord is strong. And well, Harvest Jack is weak, while Skull-lord is strong. So he's just harder to kill. 4 minutes into the fight, I haven't used anything like poisons or anything, just straight raw damage from somebody that doesn't do any damage, and he is steadily taking this guy down. The Scarab, in all honesty, does not have that much HP. Look at all them hits. He is just going at it. He doesn't have that much HP. It's all that shield. Once you get it down, he's extremely easy to beat. So this is a very viable option. If you own this guy and you can't beat this boss and you got a blood shield ring, give it to him. He's got you. Scarab will no longer be a problem for a lot of people. In CVC, you get your accessories, reaction, blood shield. Don't sell them stuff. Make sure you keep a few of every faction you get, because you never know what teams you can use and the champions you can use for what that can use that ring. Seer comps, champions, having every champion in a blood shield accessory gets her another buff to strip. So don't just toss them away because of bad stats. Like I'd throw this sucker into an attack ring with attack percent if that's what I had to use. 103 turns in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I'd say that's a pretty easy win. He never got close to dying. So yeah, there you go. He's got a use in the game. So, and that'll be it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. He is, hey, look at there. Didn't expect that to pop up. Where does that stuff go? Is it in here? Well, I guess it would be in here, wouldn't it? I honestly would probably almost want to use that on it. Hey, look at there. There it is. So if you're looking for ways to do your Chaos Orb, there you go. So it's cool they gave us some. Alright, so after that, that'll be the video, guys. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming.